Hi guys, right, whilst my brew is on, I'm currently doing a separate video on my gas stove, just doing a little review on that. I just thought whilst that's cooking, I'd do one more review, just very quickly. I was very lucky to be bought a down coat, which I really appreciate, and I'm going to look after this really well. Let me show you what's in here. I'm actually going to put this on now. It's deceptively cold today with wind chill. It is a Montane anti-freeze jacket. Now, there's a couple of things that I wanted to mention about this. First of all, weight, because I know that's quite important to people. 440 grams, I think that's without the stuff set. In lightweight packers terms, that's too heavy for a down jacket, but I disagree, I've got to be honest, and you know, as you'll know from my videos, I'm by no means experienced, but people talk about like sub 400, I mean it's 440, I know, you know, every gram makes a difference and it all adds up, blah blah blah, but I mean we're talking about a piece of kit that is much warmer than some of those jackets that people are using with less filling. You know, for the extra few grams, for goodness sake, just, you know, you'd be more comfortable with this. Montane, I'll say now, absolutely no affiliation with this company at all. First thing I bought was a base layer, which I'll do a separate review on. Yeah, this was the first thing I bought of theirs. Was so impressed with it, I've went out and bought another coat, which I'll show you again in another video, and then I've gone out and bought this. So within the space of a few weeks, I've bought 3 items, quite sort of expensive items, but I just really love this stuff. So to give you a bit more information about this, as I said, 440 grams, 750 plus duck down film. It's hoodless. Some people will say that that's a problem. At the end of the day, it's a down jacket. You know, you want to kind of try and keep it as dry as you can, because as most of you will probably know, down is completely useless if it's soaking wet. You're better off with synthetic fibres, so bear that in mind. At the end of the day, down is lighter and it's also much more effective. Pertex is used by Montane, and it's recognised by the experts as being really good for shedding water. So don't wear it out in a heavy downpour because it's not foolproof, but it does help shed water off in sort of a light shower or something like that, just long enough for you to get proper waterproofing on. You know, and it is really good for that. A couple of other things when I got the jacket off. All of the Montane jackets, they have this little fleece lining around by the fleece, and the idea is that it doesn't sort of, you don't get things like the zip sort of rubbing on your face, which is little, but it's really nice. You've got this little pocket on the inside here. I'll pop this on now because I'm actually quite cold. Good room in it. You know, I'm wearing a thin fleece and my base layer under it. You know, this is a medium, because I tend to find Montane stuff is just a little bit more, what's the word? There's more room basically in them than maybe some other makes. You know, I've got other coats which are large, but I bought a large in my Montane rain jacket and I had to send it back because it was massive. So yeah, I think they do sort of make allowances for the fact that you'd be wearing layers underneath, which makes sense. So do this up. Had a bit of trouble with this the other day. And that's one thing I will say about this jacket, is in the moment do struggle a little bit to get the zip in. And I've found something to do with this bottom zip, I think. I reset those now. Should, fingers crossed, go in. Nope. There. It's in. So yeah, just bear that in mind. Like I say, no affiliation. So I will say exactly what I think that zip is a bit of a pain. Don't know if it's just this jacket, but you know, my hands are quite cold now, so if you had really cold hands, that could be a problem potentially. That's the only bad thing I'll say about this jacket, and like I say, it could just be a one-off maybe with mine. So yeah, straight away I put that on. I got myself to a point where I was just a little bit cold. I can just feel the benefit of that straight away. Feels really warm. I'm just warming up straight away. It's difficult to review something like this because obviously how warm you are in something is quite sort of subjective. Depends how cold it is, depends on wind chill, depends on you as a person as to how warm or cold you are, your metabolic rate if you want to talk about it scientifically. But it is a warm jacket, and I've left it till now. Obviously I might have said already that it's about 12 degrees in the sun according to my thermometer. That doesn't feel right at all. It is cold, you know, my hands are really cold. But yeah, it needs to be worn in a cold environment, so I would definitely not be doing any walking in this whatsoever. This is literally just perfect for putting on when I'm doing these kind of things. I'm just sat here. So a couple of other things with this coat. Pockets are really nice and warm. Feel your body heat through them. You've got these cuffs here as well, and you've got, which I didn't notice before, there's a little flap there and a zip adjacent mat pocket there, and that is really it, to be honest with you. Packed down lovely and small. Just checking that I'm not forgetting anything else. Yeah, just going back to the Pertex fabric as well. Obviously it makes the jacket, not just the fabric, but the jacket in general is windproof, you know, which is great as well. So I really like this. This is perfect now for me to sit here, you know, on quite a cold day. You can see how cold it is. Just can't believe that thermometer says it's 12 degrees. It's just not right. So yeah, and this is the stuff sack, which is massive to be fair, way bigger than it needs to be for the coat. But the good thing is that it means that you sort of avoid really compressing it down, which will obviously make the jacket last longer. So you know, really don't compress it down fully unless you have to, kind of thing. So there we are. So yeah, the other thing I was going to say is the price of this jacket. Obviously that's quite an important thing to know about. It's £160 RRP. I paid nowhere near that, and I think it's important to say that. You know, and that's what I'm going to say to you guys, is when you're looking for stuff like this, you know, I really like this brand now. I'm going to buy mostly all my outdoor gear from these guys. They're a British-based company. I just really like this stuff. You look at their reviews online, like their wind shirt, check out their wind shirt, you know, people absolutely love them. I want to get one. So yeah, I'm going to stick with this. I got an amazing deal on this. Like I say, RRP £160. I got it from a company called sportsshoes.com, and it was down to £79.99. Now I was looking originally at the Montane Prism jacket. Prism? Did that sound like prison? I did say prism. Prism jacket, and that is filled with Microlight, 40 grams, natural, no, not natural, sorry, synthetic insulation, so it's not down. Now that's originally what I was looking for, because that was more within my price range, to be honest. They're normally around about 90 quid you can pick them up for, from around places like Go Outdoors and stuff. My mate paid 60 quid for his, so when I had a look for one, I couldn't get one for less than 80. I refused to buy one. I thought I'll wait till the sales in January, I'm bound to get one for 60 quid then. As I was looking, I came across this for 75 and just thought, well, you know, for 160 quid jacket, that's an absolute steal. So what I'm trying to say, guys, is don't pay full money for something, because if you've got 100 quid to spend on a jacket, go and buy yourself a £200 jacket, go and buy yourself a £250 jacket. Just wait till it's down in the sale. And that's what I've done with the last 3 pieces of my kit now. So this base layer I was showing you earlier, and I'm trying to think, Bionic is what it's called. This is, I think, 45, 50 quid, something like that. I got it for 25 quid off Sports Shoes again. They are really good for Montane stuff. Some of this stuff is dearer, so just beware. Things like the Terra pants, which I'm still looking out for, they want 75 quid for them, and blacks you can pick them up for 50 quid. So, but if you pick your sales at the right time, sports shoes are the cheapest place I've found for Montane stuff. So again, please don't think I'm affiliated with them. I'm just trying to give you guys the best places to go. On the subject of the Prism jacket that I've been talking to you about, the synthetic one from Montane, I mentioned I think that you can get hold of that for around about 60 quid. The other thing I meant to say about it as well, I mean obviously look it up, it's got the same Pertex fabric on as this, but yeah, you know, the other thing I was going to say as well is it's got a hood on it as well, and that's because it doesn't quite matter so much if the fibres inside get wet, they still will keep you warm. You know, it's still not advertised as being a completely waterproof coat, but it will matter less if you get wet in that. So that's something else to bear in mind when you make your choice between down and synthetic fibres. I mean, there's a wealth of information out there. You know, I'm going to be telling Granny to suck eggs with a lot of you watching. You know, people fully know the difference between down and synthetics, and they've both got their advantages and disadvantages. At the end of the day, you know, what's going to keep you warmer for the least amount of weight, then go for down. You know, and that's why I went for this really. I went for a better rain jacket separately, which I'll cover. But if I haven't said already, with this jacket, I just really like the way it hugs you as well. So, you know, I was saying I've got my fleece underneath, it fits over perfectly, but it still hugs well. And I've already tried this on with my my rain jacket. That's a Montane Ascent, which I'll do a separate review on. I got that for an amazing price again as well. You know, like I was saying, don't buy stuff at normal price, wait till it comes down the sale, especially this time of year now, running up to Christmas. The sales are pretty good, but also bear in mind after Christmas. I mean, when this went down to 75 quid, I thought, yeah, I'm going to buy that now. It's not going to be much cheaper after January. That's already more than, sorry, 79 quid, not 75. You know, that's already 50% off. I don't think things are going to drop down a lot more than that. So, you know, that's why I snapped it up then. I didn't want to lose the deal. Literally within 2-3 days, I checked back on the site again, and these have gone back up to full price. So I'm really lucky to have got it for that price. But just bear in mind, you know, you might be sort of after one of these and looking around, and they're around sort of, you know, might be discounted down to 130 or something like that. But you know, they do sell for a lot cheaper than that if I've got hold of this for under 80 quid. So just bear that in mind. What else was I going to say? The only other thing that I've not mentioned, sorry. Again, apologies for the video being a bit disjointed. Like I said, I've been doing a couple of things at once here, so sort of chopping back and forth. Had a few malfunctions with the gas stove earlier. But the only thing I want to close this video off with is just one other thing. Obviously, these are great to use in the snow. Again, because of the Pertex fabric, the snow will just, you know, come off, and the down should remain dry. But you know, it's also got these little toggles on the side, and the idea of those are obviously, you know, you can pull that tight if you're in sort of funny sort of snowdrift kind of weather where the snow's going up and all sorts. You don't need to worry about that getting sort of penetrating underneath, because it is quite a shortcut. I think most jackets, you know, down jackets are. It is a shortcut. You can pull those tight, you know, obviously just to make sure that really hugs around your waist well. And then, as I say, you know, because it hugs the body nice, I've already tried this on with my my rain jacket over the top. So if the weather is a little bit more, you know, if it is warm enough to rain, or it's snowing very heavily for a prolonged period, you might want that extra layer on. You know, this works perfectly with my rain jacket as an outer shell, which I'm really pleased about. So yeah, really happy with this. Great jacket. It's pretty cold up here, as I've said, I know on a couple of occasions now. I do tend to repeat myself, I'm afraid. But yeah, it is super warm. The other thing as well, which I've forgotten to mention, is a little pull thing on the back there. So again, you can do this right up there, and then you can pull this tight at the back, so you've literally got no room around your neck at all. Nice tight sort of hug around your neck, just so you're not letting any heat escape whatsoever. So yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Hope this has been helpful for anyone who's out there looking for a jacket like this. You know, I'll say it again, don't pay full price. You know, to get something like this for 80 quid, I'm well chuffed. You know, I might get some comments from people that have got it for even less. I mean, brilliant if you can. But yeah, I was chuffed with that deal, and I'm glad to have got it. So hope this is of use to you. Keep an eye out in the sales, guys. Cheers.